everybody.
Welcome.
Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. It is New Year's Eve, and we are coming at you live at around noon. So we hope you had an amazing year of online sales as we did.
We did. We have a lot to be grateful for, including a relocation halfway across the United States when Dustin moved here.
Oh my goodness, yeah. That went back into last year, but oh my gosh. All the things that we started working, merging everything, that was coming along together. Yeah. We used List Perfectly to merge like my eBay store with your Poshmark closet and our Mercari account. And all of these sales just started pouring in, right?
Yeah.
Now, it's pretty cool because, we merged our stores and everything like that. We have like 5,000 or some items now out there for sale. So, but the thing is that, different items tend to sell on different platforms sometimes, right?
Oh, yeah. And even in different places in the United States.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah. We'll find a lot of stuff here, say on the East Coast, that is just not available on the West Coast.
Or it's not popular.
Or it's not popular.
Yeah.
Sure. Mm-hmm. So, but one thing that is pretty cool, one thing that we continue to be surprised about are the things that sell on Poshmark.
Yes.
Now, Poshmark, automatically you sort of think, well, what do you think when you sell on Poshmark?
I think Poshmark is a great place for beginners. It's so easy to sell. Mm-hmm. They make it easy to ship. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's what I think. It's a good beginner.
Yeah, it is great, for inexperienced online sellers to get started, especially with the shipping.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Absolutely. And when you think of Poshmark, generally you think of like fashion, maybe clothing, accessories, maybe even some jewelry. You just think of it as a sort of clothing.
I got what you were asking me. I got it. Yeah.
Well, yeah. But even still. You think of it as clothing for the most part.
Yeah, shoes and clothing.
My goodness, we get so surprised almost every single day.
On what sells on that platform, some just wackadoodle stuff.
Things that are not clothing.
Yeah.
Things that you think maybe a collector on eBay might want to try to snag up. Or, you'll see some of our top 10 sales that we had in 2024 on Poshmark. So let's get into it.
You guys are going to love this. You'll be surprised.
Right. So we'll start off here with number 10. This is something that's sold on Poshmark, and it's kind of surprising. A big iron skillet. That's not shoes. It's not a hat, but
it's heavy.
It is heavy. Now, this is a good one to start out with because I think the heavier items on Poshmark are where the buyers go and get a really great deal. Because you're only going to pay $6 to $8 for shipping when, say, this may cost, $20, $30, $40 to ship all the way across the United States on eBay or Mercari.
Right.
So if you're a buyer, find those heavier things on Poshmark and buy them. Or if you're a seller, you really need to be careful. Now, this one, I think, was over 5 pounds. So we ended up paying a little bit more for shipping. Mm-hmm. And you need to take that into consideration. So if you think it's going to be over 5 pounds, make sure to weigh your item as you list it. And knowing that you're going to pay an extra $10, $12, even $20 for a heavier label, you got to factor that into your shipping on Poshmark. So that's one good example. Don't discount throwing this stuff up on Poshmark.
Oh, wait, pardon me for one second. There has been some changes that had started on Mercari a few months back where basically we would get just paid whatever,
Right. There were no selling fees.
Right. It changes. So the platforms change. And that's another thing is you want to make sure that you're up and up on,
keeping up to date. And especially, yes, on the Mercari, they're going to switch back to having fees here in a couple of days. If you're joining us live, that'll be, pertinent information. And, let's go back up to 10%. So even on Poshmark, there's changes going on here. There, like you said, honey, you make sure to stay up to date. Mm-hmm. Now, next going out was number 9. On our list of shocking Poshmark sales, and here's some more electronics, right? Yeah. $75 for this bag of JVC mini DVD camcorder, and I had a nice little bundle there. We had the remote control and an extra tape, and all that to go on the bundle. $75.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Did we get that together? I know you picked it out because I was scared of electronics until last week.
Yeah, you're right. So I do remember finding that in a yard sale video that we went to. You can go back and check out some of our videos. You'll remember us finding a lot of these items.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we picked this up for like $10. Right next to a vintage umbrella that we picked up. So a really cool day there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that umbrella.
I can't remember if it has sold yet.
I don't know either. But it's really cool, you guys. It was like embellished at the bottom. And then it was, I believe it was
made in Italy.
Gold, made in Italy. And it was an umbrella, but it had 2 layers. So, and it was very ornate. It was very pretty.
It was very cool. And I think we have that on online for maybe $100 or something like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right, let's check out number 8. Now, this year, honey, you found these. In...
Me?
Yes.
Are you sure I found those?
You found those. No joke. I remember you brought these to me. You're like, hey, look at this big collection. And good job. For real. I mean, they sold for $28, not on eBay where you think they would sell, right? They sold on Poshmark.
Yes.
So nice find here. We found these in a thrift store that we're still trying to find again.
Oh, the lost one?
One of the lost ones. Yes. We need to find this place because we got such a great deal on all of this stuff, including like a big King Kong action figure that actually sold on Poshmark as well for around the same price. And
King Kong?
Yeah. It was like a 2-foot tall King Kong action figure, also on Poshmark. So, these are 12-inch action figures, and you found like a big set of them, which the collection itself is going to be worth more than their individual parts usually.
I remember this place now. Thank you.
Yeah, it was like a barn in the back of a church church thrift store.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they put all their like, just give us a price and we'll
like $5 for a garbage bag.
Right, practically giving it away. Right. Oh my gosh, we got to find that place again.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's check out number 7. Now this we found doing some retail arbitrage at Walmart right after Christmas. We love to do retail arbitrage, and here's a great example. We picked this up for, I believe, $7.50 or something like that. Just a ridiculous price after everything was on clearance. Yeah, and we got like a $50 nearly $50 profit on it. This 4.5-inch lighted Christmas inflatable air blown Harry Potter character.
Oh, so it's a blow up one, not a hard mold one.
Yep, not a plastic blow mold. Oh. Yeah, so these things you're seeing all the time now.
They're worth money.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, people are. Yeah, they're decorating their yards just like old blow molds.
Especially in our neighborhood.
Oh my gosh.
I think the average is 4 in everyone's yard.
Yeah, that is true. It's great. It's awesome. We
brings
love it.
Me joy when I see that.
Yeah, I love that stuff. So keep an eye out for that, especially during clearance time. You could probably go out right now. I'm surprised we haven't yet, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we usually do right away. But,
Yeah, we're so busy with other stuff.
One of our our little offspring, who was with us for 8 days, so we were spoiling him.
Having a good old time for the holidays.
Yeah.
We hope you did too.
Yeah. What's next?
Next is number 6.
Lucky number 6.
Yes, and this is something, honey, that you brought home from Goodwill one day. And you're like, oh my gosh, this new in the board game. And I looked it up and I was shocked at how awesome this particular game was. It must be a somewhat rare because it sold for $85 on Poshmark. Wow.
A chess set sold on Poshmark?
Yeah,
$85.
Holy cannoli. And this is a, sort of pop culture branded one. So it's a little more unique. Probably a little more rare, $85. That is just amazing. And you'd think this might sell on eBay or Amazon. Perhaps,
yeah, you wouldn't think that a chest set would be, next to Louis Vuitton shoes on the next page.
Right. Exactly.
Right. Totally.
Yeah. So here's another. We're getting into the top 5 most shocking sales of 2024 on Poshmark for us.
Yes.
So let's check out number 5. Now, this is something, honey, you were a trained esthetician.
I am a trained esthetician, but I don't practice, only on myself.
Yeah, right. And this is something that you also do. You save a bunch of money doing this yourself. And you had a couple of these, so you need 2, right?
No, I didn't need to. And I have to tell you guys that write down in the comments if you have questions about skincare and anti-aging, because I can give you guys some good advice on that, as well as watching my Amazon, my Amazon reviews.
Yeah. Check out the links in the description for all of that there.
So I had 2 of these microneedling machines, and yeah, it's fantastic for your skin, and it's over $50.
Yeah, on Poshmark. Hey, this is maybe a little more likely to sell on Poshmark, something that has to do with beauty and health and stuff like that. But even still, this microneedle was not allowed on eBay. It actually was removed. Maybe it's a sort of medical device. It's very you need to be like very sterile and careful while using these things. So there are restrictions, and somehow it sold on Poshmark and not eBay or Mercari. I believe Mercari took it down as well. So thank you, Poshmark, for allowing us to sell this here.
Oh yeah. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
$85.
Right. So this is actually a sort of a shocking Poshmark sale that they allowed it when eBay and Mercari didn't.
And that's a good thing to know. You just can't jump on especially with Amazon. You can't just jump on and throw up your Nike, sweatpants like you could on Poshmark.
Right,
you have to, there's a whole thing with that.
Yeah.
But we love Poshmark.
Oh, we certainly do. And especially because of number 4 here. Look at this. Now, you may remember.
Oh, did someone return that?
No.
Oh, I know. It's the fun. Oh my God.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So this Carl Grimes cardboard cutout. I mean, this thing, it was like 71 inches tall.
It's like taller than me.
We did a fun what's sold on this near Halloween time. So go back and check that one out.
He was a creeper.
Yeah, it was a creepy one. He made it. And this thing right here, I remember finding in the Goodwill bins. You and I actually, honey, when you were in the Goodwill bins with me in Minnesota, we went one morning and we found this. And it sold on Poshmark for $30. It actually took quite a while. It didn't sell on eBay or anything like that, where you think it might.
How would you ship something like that?
So what we did is it folded up by itself. That's how it, sort of came to probably like a movie store or, wherever this was displayed.
To a manageable size.
Yeah, right. And so what we did is we put heavy duty cardboard, 3 or 4 layers on each side so it would not bend, and sent it off like that. And put it in one more extra box that was unfolded, taped it all together. Good to go.
You go, honey.
Yeah, good to go.
You and your
shipping.
The shipping.
Yep.
King.
Oh, thank you, honey. Jesus. You just got to be creative and have a lot of shipping supplies handy, and you'll be able to ship just about anything. So let's check out number 3. We're getting to the top 3, guys.
Ah!
All right. Whoa, number 3. Right here is a 2010 Niles Anderson female bodybuilder in a bikini with a bronze finish. Now, we found these in the same exact store that we talked about with the action figures and the King Kong action figure. This sold as well.
I remember you. I remember you coming on the corner with a couple of them, actually.
Yeah.
And we knew they were, I don't want to say they're weird because it means something to someone, but they're unique.
Definitely.
He comes around the corner with like 4 of them, of these ladies, and they're all like, I'm like, where are you looking at stuff?
Yeah, where did you find those? How did I not see those, right?
Yeah.
So we picked up like 4 of these things. And we got such an amazing deal on that stuff there. I think we paid like $20 or $30 for like IKEA bags worth of stuff.
Yeah.
And this was a part of it. I mean, we practically doubled our money just by this one sale here. And we still have a couple more to sell. I believe 2 of them are sold now. But one of them sold on Poshmark for nearly $80. My goodness. Wow.
Niles Anderson. Look for that. Niles Anderson? Is that how you say it?
I guess maybe Niles. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Either way, his statues are. He also makes the male bodybuilders and everything. So the female ones are actually maybe a little more rare. Cool. So yeah, keep an eye out for those. Here is number 2, strangest shocking Poshmark sale of 2024. And now we found this in I believe a townwide yard sale video, and this is a New York Police Department stamped Safariland mid-ride level 2 Glock gun holster.
That, yeah, I mean,
yeah, I mean, this was used. You could imagine that it was used.
I know
right?
that has a story, right? That
Yeah.
is amazing.
Right. This, this could have been, riding on the hip of some New York City policeman, and in action. This is really cool. Right. So $75. Wow. This went for on Poshmark. Now on Poshmark. Okay. So a gun holster on Poshmark. Who would have thought? Not I. And you can actually see here that by the name of the guest here, they actually bought this as a guest. They don't even have a Poshmark account. They're not trying to buy clothing or anything. They just signed in as a guest because they saw this and that's what they wanted to buy.
Oh,
I imagine, right?
I don't know you could even do that on Poshmark.
I'm not sure either, but maybe just people are like, hey, I just want to buy this. I don't want to go through the trouble of signing it. It's the only time I'm going to buy something here. So, and maybe this was it.
Well, it's a cool option to do that. If
yeah.
It's an option.
Yeah. So, pretty neat there. We got a New York police officer's gun holster there for $75 on Poshmark.
Who would have thunk?
Not I.
Not
but
me.
We cross-listed it anyways, and there it sold. I started this one off on eBay, went over to Mercari and Poshmark, and there it sold.
Okay, I don't know. I'm getting excited. Did you just see me starting to wiggle around?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what the number one is, and I won't. So this is surprising to me. Tell them that I haven't seen it.
No, yeah. I basically made this slideshow here this morning, and we're going through it all with you guys. Michelle's just as surprised. So here is our number one most shocking Poshmark sale of 2024. Here we go. It's a cassette tape for $80, guys. $80 for a cassette tape. Pure Guava.
Oh, it's Ween.
By Ween.
Oh.
Now, if you have been following us for any amount of time, Ween is my favorite band ever. And Fish, yeah, they come in a pretty close, in the top 5 of my faves, for sure. So, and they're sort of similar, they would probably have the same, fan base type of thing. Now, this Pure Guava by Ween cassette right here is a promo, so it makes it a little more rare. I picked this up because I was a collector of their cassette tapes for, quite a while, and I amassed a pretty good collection of their tapes. If you remember earlier social media, I had sold quite a few of them for huge profits. I picked this one up for, I don't even know, $10 or $15. And, a year or so later, I sold it for $80 on Poshmark.
Okay, Poshmark.
Yeah, my goodness. Okay, so not only is music maybe not so you think would sell on Poshmark, but cassettes are sort of a niche thing anyway.
Yes.
And so it just goes to show, guys, get those listings over to other platforms. You really have no idea, where things are going to sell. If
we didn't use List Perfectly and utilize its AI and all these great new features it has, I mean, our workload would literally be twice what we're doing. It simplifies our life so much.
At least, yeah. And with the new auto delist feature, it makes it so much easier. You just check the status, make sure it all lines up, and much less clicking around. It's great, guys. So use our link below to get 30% off your first month of List Perfectly, and you'll be seeing some extra sales for sure, as we have. And get those eBay listings over to Poshmark, guys.
And you guys, if you are watching this and you are just watching it because you're interested in finding out more about, thrifting and reselling and all that stuff, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, because Dustin and I have consistent content several times a week, which we love to provide for you guys. But when you click and give us a like, it really motivates us to create more content for you and to continue to be creative. So thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for all your support this year, the year before, and the year to come. We couldn't be more grateful. So,
I have a feeling 2025 is going to be just a year of growth for everyone in the most wonderful way. So
yeah, guys,
thanks for spending time with us as always.
Absolutely, guys. And we will see you next time. So hats off to you.
Take care and Happy New Year.